Greetings, beautiful beings. Welcome back to Shelter in the Storm with A Course in Miracles lesson number 82. Okay, we are up to chapter 5 of the text and we are in part 6. So we're just going to read on from where we left off yesterday. There are many examples of how the ego's interpretations are misleading, but a few will suffice to show how the Holy Spirit can reinterpret them in His own light. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. He interprets to mean, what you consider worth cultivating, you will cultivate in yourself. Your judgment of what is worthy makes it worthy for you. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, is easily reinterpreted if you remember that ideas increase only by being shared. The statement emphasizes that vengeance cannot be shared. Give it, therefore, to the Holy Spirit, who will undo it in you, because it does not belong in your mind, which is part of God. I will visit the sins of the father unto the third and fourth generation, as interpreted by the ego, is particularly vicious. It becomes merely an attempt to guarantee the ego's own survival. To the Holy Spirit, the statement means that in later generations, He can still reinterpret what former generations had misunderstood, and thus release the thoughts from the ability to produce fear. The wicked shall perish becomes a statement of atonement if the word perish is understood as be undone. Every loveless thought must be undone, a word the ego cannot even understand. To the ego, to be undone means to be destroyed. The ego will not be destroyed because it is part of your thought, but because it is uncreative and therefore unsharing. It will be reinterpreted to release you from fear. The part of your mind that you have given to the ego will merely return to the kingdom where your whole mind belongs. You can delay the completion of the kingdom, but you cannot introduce the concept of fear into it. You need not fear the higher court will condemn you. It will merely dismiss the case against you. There can be no case against a child of God, and every witness to guilt in God's creations is bearing false witness to God Himself. Appeal everything you believe gladly to God's own higher court, because it speaks for Him, and therefore speaks truly. It will dismiss the case against you, however carefully you have built it up. The case may be foolproof, but it is not God-proof. The Holy Spirit will not hear it, because He can only witness truly. His verdict will always be, thine is the kingdom, because He was given to you to remind you of what you are. Okay, there's our text for today. Now on to lesson 82. Remember, we're into our review period. We're reviewing two lessons each day. We will review these ideas today. Lesson 63. The light of the world brings peace to every mind through my forgiveness. My forgiveness is the means by which the light of the world finds expression through me. My forgiveness is the means by which I become aware of the light of the world in me. My forgiveness is the means by which the world is healed together with myself. Let me, then, forgive the world, that it may be healed along with me. Suggestions for specific forms for applying this idea are: let peace extend from my mind to yours, Mary. I share the light of the world with you, Jim. Through my forgiveness, I can see this as it is. Lesson 64. Let me not forget my function. I would not forget my function because I would remember myself. I cannot fulfill my function if I forget it, and unless I fulfill my function, I will not experience the joy that God intends for me. Suitable specific forms of this idea include: let me not use this to hide my function from me. I would use this as an opportunity to fulfill my function. This may threaten my ego, but cannot change my function in any way. So those are our review lessons, lesson 63 and 64, making up lesson 82. And now for Jesus' commentary. Lesson 82, Review 2, Part 2. You are blessed beings. Indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. It is important in this time and place to really focus on your function. Your function is to awaken from the dream. What is the dream? The dream is living in your mind with illusory ideas, feeling all kinds of feelings because of those illusory ideas and thoughts, and not knowing that you live in your own self-created dream. When you wake up through this process we share with you here, and that will continue for some time for you, you see that everything is a choice. What you focus on becomes stronger and more powerful in your life, and your connection to the divine allows miraculous things to happen. You wake up to realize that you may lucid dream. You know what a lucid dream is. When you lay in your bed, dream, and know you're dreaming. That means you can choose to fly. You can choose to do whatever you want. Some of you have had that experience. Well, that is what a master is. Somebody who lucid dreams in this time-space reality. That is a wonderful experience. To be fearless, to have the magnificent creative forces given to you at your fingertips to do good and share love and light. That really is the function all of you have, to share love and light. It does not matter if you have completely accomplished this. If you are only sharing more love and light than you were a week ago, you work miracles you cannot even see. Miracles that show up in your life in fortuitous ways, and wonderful meetings and opportunities that would not have come to you otherwise. Of course, you cannot do a double-blind study to prove what your life would have been like, but we guarantee that when you pass over from this realm, you will be shown the many forks in the road you have taken in your destiny, using your free will to choose love instead of fear. and you will see the network of miracles that sprouted from those loving decisions. You will, if you are lucky, get to see what could have happened if you took the old road of fear and the ego's way. These are some of the great, exciting things you have to look forward to. Miracles sprouting up all around you, great health, great happiness, and a wonderful experience here. It is not true reality. There is a reality beyond this one. But you dream a happy dream. You do not live in pain and suffering and believe every single illusion your mind makes up. That is not fun when you experience those kinds of things. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we encourage you to double down now on your practice. You have come to lesson 82. You have gone past the honeymoon period, where it's all very exciting and easy. You now get into the nitty-gritty of seeing what your mind can get up to. Do not be frightened of it. It is merely a cloud bank that is intimidating. It is the light behind the clouds that you now want to seek. Whenever you see a shadow, whenever you see a dense cloud coming toward you, a fear, judgment, scarcity thinking, understand in your heart and mind, this is an illusion. It is not real. It is not of God. Focus on that which is divine, and you will go through those mists, those confusing mists of illusion, without harm. You will, in fact, experience that many times as you do these lessons. You feel fear. You call upon the lessons you learned, and you go through that fear and come out the other side and realize it was nothing. It was an illusion that your mind made up. For many years you believed those sorts of things, and now you realize you don't need to. I am that one you know as Jesus. We will speak to you again tomorrow. True that. Much love. Namaste.